Good morning and good Chodesh and a good Tavach. Today's Sunday. It's the 30th of Menachem Av. It's Rosh Chodesh Elul, and we're on page 68 in the Chayenu, in the middle of Epistle 7 in Igeres HaKodesh, or whatever page it is on your app there. Okay, here we go. The Alter Rebbe expresses discontent with those who desire wealth for selfish, materialistic concerns. Rather, he pleads we should involve ourselves in accumulating assets to serve Hashem, especially in the form of tzedakah. He also mentioned something very interesting yesterday, that of course we are obligated to love and cherish and care for our families, but we shouldn't do it for selfish reasons. We should do it because God commanded us. And by the way, I know of a few families that are just torn apart, fathers, sons, children, siblings, this, that. If it's for selfish reasons, then things get in the way, just like friendships. So if Hashem tells you this is what you have to do, then no matter what, you will stay close with your family and friends. Okay, in today's lesson, in these times, the advent of Mashiach, Tzedakah is of prime importance and plays a vital role in manifesting the Geula, the redemption. Al-Kain Ahuvai Achai. Therefore, my beloved brethren, yesterday was so beautiful. If you have a chance to go back and learn it, you should. Simuno levavchem la'ela dvarim hanemorim b'ksarim ha'oid. Direct your hearts to these words, which are expressed very briefly. Obviously, the Hashem pe'al pe'al daber bam barucha. The Alter Rebbe is saying, like, look, we have a chance. We're going to say this. We're going to talk about it face to face, and we can say this together with each other. We fabrang yesterday. In the morning by the Kiddush, in the afternoon by the Maimer was really great stuff, right, Michael? Really, really unbelievable. But meanwhile, the Alter Rebbe says we're just going to keep it short, and Packet today is relatively short. How in these times, when the approaching footsteps of Mashiach are close upon us, the main service of Hashem is the service of charity. Obviously, to give tzedakah, and of course, not to forget the loving kindness. Today, I asked people to come to the Levaya for, there's a funeral today, so come because it's a chesed shalemas. We have a funeral at 1 o'clock. I'm going to come. I don't know if you're on that group, Steve. I'm going to put you on that group. So, our sage of blessed memory said that the Bnei Yisrael will be redeemed only through tzedakah. Last time we left shul, somebody learned this over Shabbos. They said, Rabbi, I want to make a substantial donation. I said, wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you. What was this? He cited us. What's this, awakening you suddenly want to give? He goes, what do you mean? I've been learning Tanya the last 3 days. I got to give tzedakah, bring Mashiach. Beautiful stuff. Our sages did not say that the study of Torah is equivalent to the performance of acts of loving kindness. So the Mishnah states in Peah, the study of Torah, Talmud Torah kineged kulam, meaning that all the mitzvahs previously enumerated in the Mishnah, and these include Gemilas Chasadim, the performance of acts of loving kindness, Elam b'mehem, except in their own days. So for them, the principal area of divine service was the study of Torah, which is why at that time there were these great scholars, Tanoim and Amoraim, Mashain Kain, Be'ikvois Mashiach. However, in a time when Mashiach is approaching, and his footsteps are upon us, Shenafla Sukas David Ad Bechinas Eglayim Va'akevayim. The sukkah of David has fallen to the level of feet and heels, meaning to the level of Asiyah, the lowest level, meaning the Sphira, called Malchus of Atzilus, the Shechina that vests itself in the lower worlds of Bria Yitzir and Asiyah, also known as the sukkah of David. For King David, the king of Israel, was the Merkava of Atzilus, the chariot of Atzilus, has fallen to the lowest level of Asiyah. There's no way of truly cleaving onto it, meaning onto the Shekhinah. To transform the darkness of the world into light, except through Kiyim Bechinas Asiyah Gamkein, to the corresponding category of action. Learning speech alone is not going to suffice. We need Shehi Maisat Tzedakah, the act of Tzedakah. But why is Tzedakah unique among all the many mitzvahs involving action? ידוע למשכילים, שבחינס עשייה בליכוס, היא בחינס ההשפעה והמשך החייס ומטה מטה, למען דילי סלay מגרמי כלום. It's known to the scholarly that action with reference to godliness is the diffusion and downward flow of vitality to the lowest depths, to he who has nothing of his own. So among the currents of divine influence that descends into the various worlds, there are those that are called, the different influences that are called, some are called thought, some are called speech. The flow of vitality to the lowest level is called action. So the act of giving tzedakah truly corresponds to the spiritual level of asiyah, in as much as it too provides beneficence to those who have nothing of their own. Whoever sacrifices his impulse in respect to this mitzvah and opens his hand and his heart, what he's actually doing, in addition to giving charity to the needy, is it causes the other side, the evil side of the universe, to be subjugated. And he converts the darkness into light. You're going to ask, how do you convert darkness into light? Open up this portion of Tanya and show and learn and realize that this is the way to do it. And he changes the darkness into the light of Hashem. Hashem Yisbarech, Hashechen Aleinu, V'chinas Asiyah, Be'ikvois Mashiach, who in the time when the footsteps of Mashiach are close to us, dwells over us in a state of action. Yizke Liras Ayin Ba'ayin, B'shuv Hashem, Tziyah V'chulu. Moreover, it will merit that we should behold eye to eye, God, we should be able to see Hashem returning to Tziyah in Zion. At that time, the physical eye, though yet retaining its physicality, will still be the same people we are today, but yet we'll be able to see spirituality in this physical world. So the most primary divine service just before the Rav of Mashiach is in fact tzedakah, giving tzedakah and doing tzedakah, kindness, righteousness, chesed, whatever favors we could do for one another. This is the call of the hour. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, successful day and month and year.